Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to another baby steps on our way to 10K a day. I'm just checking to make sure all of my mics are on. We have our BitFit going, so we're gonna be keeping track of our steps. If y'all keep track of yours, and I do have pants on today, I promise. But if y'all are keeping track of your steps, let me know in the comments how many steps you got from today's workout. We're gonna be starting off in just our march. This is it from this side. I am so excited, you guys. Yesterday, at the time of recording, I had my second to last belly dance class of this beginner belly dance course. And I also went to a sound bath, which was amazing, but we're gonna make that march a little bigger. So I'm feeling all kinds of just excited to be here and to have the opportunity to get to do this. And y'all have been, lighting up my comment section, and I'm so excited to just everything. I feel great today. So thank you for joining me and being my workout buddy. It's amazing that we're doing this at all. So if you've shown up, you're already winning. All right, we're gonna come into knee lifts right out the gate. And if we're ever doing any movements that it's not for you today, just come on back to that march. Or if you need to bring the intensity down, listen to your body and respect your boundaries of where you're at today. Because again, just the fact that we're showing up, that's the goal, to show up consistently. It might be for 5 minutes every day, but quite frankly, if I intentionally move my body as a celebration of what I can do for 5 minutes every day, or even every other day for the rest of my life, that's amazing. That's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and bring those arms up. This is my favorite way to bring up the intensity of an exercise, is to just get my hands above my heart. Remember to breathe. We're going to be engaged through our core. And now let's come into a step together. And we can move it forward and back. Hey. Taking nice deep breaths. And again, letting any stress just melt away, because we don't need it. And let's keep that step together going and reach across. But yesterday in my belly dance class was the first time that I've been completely out of my depth, learning a new thing. And that was so exciting. Well, the first time in this belly dance course, because it's a beginner, and I've been practicing beginner level stuff since 2005. So, and I still have a lot of practice to do before I feel like I'm ready to move up to intermediate stuff. Let's come now into toe taps out to the front. And so to be moving into some intermediate stuff and being genuinely challenged, so nice. That's my favorite place to be. Not all the time, but I like dipping into it and being okay, because it keeps pulling me forward. And I love that. Now, as we do this tap to the front, let's see if we can come in just a little deeper. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. My husband showed me a meme that was this very grumpy looking kitty, and the words over it was practicing smiling because it's supposed to reduce endorphins and hormones that make me reduce stress, or something along those lines. It's just a very grumpy faced cat. So whenever I catch myself smiling now, I think of that grumpy cat, and I'm like, yes, let's smile to do endorphins or something. Okay, so we're marching, and we're gonna put our feet a little wider. And we can even bring it up into, let's do a nice wide knee lift. And you can stay right here with me, or we can bring in those figure 8 arms. and go at whatever pace you like. We're still kind of warming up here, so I'm taking note of my hips, and I'm a little stiff from yesterday. We were doing lots of top seams and Mayas, which is, I think I'm really excited about doing a, let's come into, keep that wide stance. Let's do a hamstring curl. I forgot to do my arms because I was thinking about my butt, but sometimes these things happen. Hamstring curl. I'm really excited about doing a what I'm practicing this week, or I might just make it a what I'm practicing this month. It might just be what I'm practicing today, like popping it online for like real short TikToks or something. But I'm just excited to be baby stepping in a lot of little different ways, and whatever ways inspire me that day. So let's add in a reach to the front, pull back, wide elbow row. Waking up between our shoulder blades, keeping that hamstring curl going. That, and I think one of my turtles is gravid. So I think she's gonna be laying eggs. But here in a little bit, I'll keep you all posted. Let's do a heel tap. Toes nice up towards the ceiling. There we go. And I'm just gonna, I don't have to be looking in the same direction all the time. We can change direction. I'm just gonna go in circles a little. There we go. And let's stay here and add in, there we go, a low row. As I pull back, my heel is tapping the floor. Very good, you guys. And now from here, let's march for just a few to get our feet in under us. And we're gonna go into a light, like a low leg lift. There we go, out to the side. And you can put your hands on your hips, trying to stay nice and stable. So I'm not using any momentum. Really squeezing into that upper, outer side butt area. I gotta start learning anatomy, y'all. Okay, so now let's get our arms up over our head and pull down. Whew, I can feel it, but that's all right. Ooh, it gets, I was trying to point my toes and I was losing my balance. There's always ways to make things more challenging, one more on each side, or more complex. There we go. All right, from here, let's just toe tap out to the side. Kind of working that same muscle group, but in a way that's lower demand. So make sure to breathe so we can kind of flush out that lactic acid buildup, the soreness in the muscle. And let's stay here, or you can add in a bicep curl. Just using the strength of my own muscles to make it like an isometric hold, to make it as though the air is resisting my movement and I have to strain against it. Very good, y'all. Just a few more. Last one. Boom, there we are. Let's march and get ourselves some water. It is just beautiful outside. Oh, yesterday, our very first crocus in our own yard is popping up, and I don't even remember planting it there, so I think the chickens were doing some gardening. Let's march forward and back. Get this moving, but some of my daffodils. The buds, like the greenery has been poking up for about a week or so, ever since the snow melted really. But now their buds are starting to turn yellow. They're not open yet, or at least they weren't yesterday. I need to check on my daffodils today. Oh, because it always makes me so happy to see just their bright, happy little flower faces. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more marching. Swapping out my notes. I'm gonna stay in place and I'm just focusing on my legs, focusing on my form. Like, do I wanna go narrower? That's why I'm wearing these slider shorts, or like Spanx or whatever, to keep my thighs from getting into a slap fight. And they keep, well, they're supposed to keep everything all tucked in, but I took my progress pictures today, and all right, let's bring it forward and back and get those arms moving a little. But how we were focusing on our legs, now we're focusing on our arms, keeping those elbows swinging. But I still can't really see a difference with my own eye, but I know it's important to keep taking monthly progress pictures, because one day I'm gonna be able to see a really big difference, and I'm gonna wish that I had those pictures, you know, so it's good to get them. All right, let's come now into a right leg lead V-step. It can be whatever leg you want, just keep track of it, because then we'll do the other one. Out, out, in, out, out, in. There we go. And let's add in our bright arms. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. There we go. Staying engaged through our core. Hearing the rug grind against my desk. But yeah, I know it's important to get measurements and progress pictures and stuff, but I think it's an opportunity. Change direction, there we go. Out, out, in. Every day when I weigh myself, I'm not weighing myself exactly to be like, oh, I hope I make progress on the scale. I do, but that's not the point. The point is to practice that daily battle with my mindset, that number is not tied to my value as a person, the success of my goals. Perhaps in the short term, it's, you know, an element of data to look at. But over my long term, that weight number, that's not the end all be all. Like, you know, that's why I'm collecting multiple facets of data. And every day, it's a workout for my mindset. All right, let's get bright arms. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And I want to be practicing my patience and my persistence, because those things, if I take baby steps with patience and persistence and consistency, we're gonna be unstoppable. All right, I'm marching to get my feet in under me, and that's coming too. My rug is all messed up. I'll just move this onto the couch, because that's one less thing for, I gotta get one of those under the rug slippy things. What are we doing? Step together, there we go. But yeah, so the things that we're doing externally are a great thing to piggyback the internal work that I know I need to do it, so hopefully this is helpful to y'all. All right, let's swing our arms. But yeah, any physical work that I do, I try to piggyback on the mental work that I feel will be beneficial, you know, so I'm never just exercising. I'm also actively mentally cleaning house and trying to like manifest what I want, you know, what I want my healthy me to look like, just visualizing that. March. Let's get some water. Hydrate your noodles. And we're fixing to add in some shoulder rolls. So for me, that looks like bring them forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, roll it out. Keeping those feet moving if you can. And let's change direction. So we'll go up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, roll it out. And if you're feeling clumsy, if you're feeling uncoordinated, that's excellent. The more we practice, the better we'll get at these things. Let's tap to the front. Now, I try to not spend so much time, like I don't want to spend my entire workout in that zone of like mild frustration of not being coordinated and stuff. I like to keep most of my workout where it feels pretty easy. These step taps, you know, it's like, at least for my brain, you know, it's not stressing me out and frustrating me to where I'm not having fun anymore. Let's add in a shoulder press. Hands are going to their highest point as my toe taps to the front. But I do like to, you know, like 1 minute out of every 10, try to do something that's a little like, for my brain. Because I want to get comfortable being frustrated. I want to be comfortable being challenged. What we practice when we're in the safety and comfort of our living rooms, let's tap to the side, we'll be able to act upon, like we'll be able to draw on that when we are stressed. You know, whenever there is shit hitting the fan sort of thing. So it's, you know, I like to practice being uncomfortable when I'm comfortable so that when I'm uncomfortable and we're on the side of the road somewhere and we're having to like hoof it to go get gas, we've got this. Let's keep this side tap going and let's add in a bicep curl. There we go. So I hope that makes sense. Like, that's probably why I like camping so much, is because it's practicing hardship. You know, practicing having fun while being inconvenienced in basically every way. Having to deal with weather and bugs and not being in my whole house. Now we still glamp, but let's tap to the back. There we go. This is it from the side. But whenever our pipes were frozen and we only had to haul water from our upstairs bathroom down to our kitchen, because that was where we still had flowing water, I was genuinely able to experience gratitude that the water comes out of the faucet hot up there, you know, when we have the hot water on. Because when we're camping, we'll haul water, but I still have to heat it up. So, you know, it's just little things like that. All right, we're gonna keep that back tap going. Let's get our arms up and do those saloon door arms. And I'm gonna come a little closer so that you can see what my hands are doing. I start with them here and we end up with our arms wide, palms towards the wall behind me. You can keep that back tap going. But I understand the things that stimulate me mentally are not everybody's cup of tea, but I do like getting to just share my thoughts with you guys. All right, we're gonna march to get our feet in under us. We're about to do the around the world tap. And that looks like tap to the front, tap to the front, tap to the side, tap to the side, tap to the back, tap to the back, back to the front. There we go. Whew. And now let's just do one side. Then switch. Switch, front, side, back, switch, side, back. There we go. Keep this going. And again, it's just a little something to mix it up and make it different, to keep my brain from getting bored. March it out. Y'all, that was awesome. Get some water. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm looking forward to whenever I'm done recording these, because doing the 55 minutes back to back, like I've had to take some days off in between while recording. But I'm not there yet. Even in my own journey, I'm not there yet. So now we're gonna do some arm circles. Ooh, I just snapped all of my thoracic spine. Like, not all of it, but like at least 3 or 4 pops. Change direction. Let's come into a knee up. I don't typically wear t-shirt cut shirts because my armpits just eat everything. Like the fabric will bunch up, but whew, that's okay. Let's keep those knee ups going and add in those figure 8 arms. But this time, I'm gonna keep my stance more narrow. This is what it looks like from the side for me. Right on, let's come into a step tap because we're gonna be doing reach across. And as always, do feel free to move this forward and back. Hey. On the next one, we're doing high fives. So we're gonna come up a little closer. You ready? High five. Yeah, I'm a dork, it's okay. Let's keep these reach across going. We can add in that little bit of a dip if you want. And I like to go really slow. Let's slow motion it. Whoo! Listening to my knees, hips, and ankles. If you want, you can keep going with just our regular too. March it out. Let's come from here into a hamstring curl. Just coming back around to it and feeling how it feels compared to the first time we did this. I'm feeling definitely warmer. So that's good. Let's keep this hamstring curl going and add in a wide row, just like before. Elbows come back all the way as our heel comes up all the way. So as my foot comes back down, my hands are back to the front. Rich, let me see if I can swap that just to tickle the old brain. So I'm reaching while my heel curls up. All right, whew. Marching forward and back, mostly so I can read my notes. Let's come into that step tap again. And when you're ready, reach overs. Very good, y'all. Keep going. And from here, we can add in a little bit of a dip. I'm gonna swing my arm out behind me as well, just 'cause we can. There we go, march it out. Let's get some water. We're doing really good. We're getting through it. Yeah, I think if I had to pick a personal favorite, I really like doing like a 30-minute is like, yeah, a 30-minute workout. Beyond that, and it starts to feel like it's really challenging my motivation and eagerness to show up, which it's good, but I don't want to be in that constant state of always, every single day, being a battle between me and my own willpower. I like to give myself some easy 5-minute days, some easy 15-minute days. Let's make those arms, swing them. Now from here, it's like we're on a painted line, out, out, in. So it's not a V step. Out, in, and I'm leading currently with my right leg. Doesn't matter which one you're doing, we're just gonna swap it in a little while. So it's just something to take notice of. But yeah, it's, I don't wanna be brutalizing myself mentally, trying to make myself show up for my workouts. If I give myself some easy wins, I can manage that momentum. All right, so from here, what are we doing? I can't read my notes. We're swapping legs, right? Yeah, there we go. Out, in. We can do it. And trying to visualize that I'm on that line. Let's march. But yeah, I like to give myself some easy days to, even if my momentum is going well, like after we complete this baby step program, in my mind, the structure that I'd like to follow is one day do a 5-minute, next day do a 10-minute, next day do a 15, next day do a 20. Let's keep this march going and just add our hips. Just really bump, 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 bump. There we go. And if you want to slow this down, just to get that feel, we're lifting the foot, swapping all of our weight to our active leg. And then you can bring it up to the beat. Boom, 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 boom. If you got a booty, use it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Alrighty. So now let's do some nice big hip circles. We're gonna go to the left, front, right, and back. So side, front, side, and back. Smooth that out. I'm trying to keep my feet flat on the floor just to keep me from overextending. It's so important to breathe here. But yeah, so after the 20-minute day, I do a 25 and then do a 30 and then a 35. And if I can make it all the way, we've changed directions now. Sorry, I'm all chit-chatty today. So side, is this the other direction? No, this is the other direction. There we go. Side, front, side, back. If I can make it to the 60-minute, fantastic. I start over at 5. If I can't make it to the 60-minute, like if on a 30-minute day, the next day I don't show up, I start back at 5 minutes. There we go. And we're just gonna march forward and back. But I think regardless of how it ends up taking form, I'm gonna show up each day and just do my best. I like to have a structure to follow that I can deviate from as freely as necessary. But if I find myself floundering or without footing, it gives me a structure that, okay, I can come back and start over. So from here, we're gonna keep our marching feet going, and we're gonna add in some snake arms. And to do this, we're gonna lead up with our elbow, wrist, fingertips, and down. Elbow, wrist, hand, release. Elbow, wrist, hand, release. And then we can just start alternating that. There we go. All right, knee ups. But after I've completed recording the baby step program, my husband and I are going to be picking up on the Train with Joan app again, and practicing some strength training in conjunction with going back through these baby steps. So I'm pretty excited about that. Just because honestly, it's a nice excuse to get to hang out with each other. So let's get our arms up and then bring my knee to my elbow across. They're still not touching. Trust me, if you subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff, you will be among the first to know when I can do this, because I will certainly be celebrating and trying to share that with y'all, because I don't think I'd have been consistent like this if not for making these videos and sharing them with y'all, you know? Last one on each side. There we go. Let's march it out. And it's a slower march, that's okay. Let's get some water. Let's make our arms swing a little larger in their movement. I keep getting snagged on my pocket. It's making me wild. That's all right. All right, so we're fixing to do a movement that I find pretty challenging. If you find yourself being pushed past where you're ready to be at today, go ahead and come back to a march or just bring it down. We're gonna do a nice wide knee up. Hip is popping, but no pain, so I'm just observing. There's my Ember kitty. And we can stay here, or you can join me in getting our arms up and pull down same side elbow to that knee. And reach, reach, reach. Even if your elbow's not coming to your knee, that's okay. Reach your fingertips way up high. Keeping that core pulled in. Just a few more. One more on each side. 1 and 1. There we go. Whew. All right, I'm marching to get my feet in under me. We're gonna ground our left leg. It's gonna stay in space. And we're gonna step forward, step, back, step with our right leg coming forward and back. Forward, step, back, step. And we can actually start turning. Just rotating around. Let's go in the other direction with the same leg. You don't gotta go fast. It's just little bits. Building up that coordination in another plane of movement. And if you want, you can start doing some hand or wrist circles. Just if you want something else to tickle your brain. Let's march to get our feet in that. Whoops, that's something sharp. Well, I'll find it again, I'm sure. We're gonna have our right leg be grounded this time. We're forward step, back step, forward step, back step. There we go. And if you feel ready, let's go ahead and bring this around in a turn. And we can add in some hand circles and go in the other direction. We can even get our arms up if you want. My rug's going all over the dang whole place. I went ahead and got my fan going before we started the video today. Let's finish it out strong. Very good, you guys. Just marching. Let's get some water. I'm gonna try to fix my rug. Keep marching. There we are. Whew, y'all, we are over halfway done. That's amazing. Like, I can't believe that we're doing this. We're doing so good. All right, from here, let's keep that march going, and we can alternate which shoulder's coming forward, building up to that shoulder shimmy. So if you need to kind of ground your feet out, so just kind of like you're punching something with your shoulder, and then you can start getting that shoulder shimmy going. Whew, there we go. All right, let's step together. I love doing a shimmy because honestly, all of me jiggling massages and pulls at the muscles and everything, and it feels like when you're in one of those massage chairs at the mall and it starts vibrating and you're just like it's like that, but from my skeletal system. So as we're doing these step togethers, let's go ahead and grow that into a skater. Nice and strong through our core, supported and deliberate in our movement. Let's march in place. We'll get some more water just because I can. But I'm seeking so much a sustainable change that does not lead me just directly down a downward spiral of burnout yet again. And the fact that I've been keeping at this in one way or another since October, that's not nothing. All right, let's keep marching, but we're gonna put our hands on our shoulders and we're gonna go up, middle, down, middle, up, middle, down, middle. When I say middle, that's my shoulders. Up, shoulders, down, shoulders. There we go. Trying to stick it to the beat. Right on. And now from here, let us come into a very narrow calf raise and then back down. I'm not dipping a whole lot on this one. I just want to practice coming up and down, not making myself move in any particular way, like deliberately slow or on the beat. I'm just observing how my weight is balanced through my feet. I have a tendency to be lifting with just my big toes. I'm gonna try to get my pinky toes involved as well. Now let's go nice and wide, a little bit of a turnout, and do that same thing. So we're coming up and down, just with the calves, just to notice, am I bearing more weight in one leg than the other? Working on that mind-body connection has helped me, honestly, I'm a lot better at being able to feel when a Charlie horse is coming on, so I can, disengage whatever it is that I'm doing and start, trying to stretch it out to get in front of it. So there we go. Now I still get Charlie horses, but my interoception, I think, is the word that I learned from a Michelle McDonald podcast. But just my ability to recognize what's happening inside my body is something that's unique to me. So I'm gonna keep practicing that. Not unique to me, it's a unique experience. Like, I'm just starting to notice, oh my God, I have these I can feel when it's that happening. Well, hey, Amber Kitty, we're gonna keep these knee ups going. And we're gonna get our arms up high and reach down. And for the last round of this, let's go ahead and make it double side. up, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch. Last one on each side. Here we go. Boom, done. There we are. Let's march it out. But yeah, like instead of just feeling like, oh, I have general back pain, now I'm getting better at being able to tell, I bet it's this tendon. And then I'll do a stretch that I know is, you know, from what I've been learning off of like, you know, YouTube. So you know it's 100% accurate. Just, you know, oh, well, this stretch stretches that. And then I do it and it feels like it helps. So I'm like, So let's keep marching, move our arms. But yeah, and I think that's what I like so much about belly dance as well, is it makes me focus on a particular part of my body and has me move it in a particular sort of way. And I think that's just really fun. All right, so let's come back to the center of our space. Hamstring curls. And we can add in a low row. There we go. And now from here, you can stay here or you can join me, and I'm going to do 4 repetitions on each side. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one on each side. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. March it out. Let's do just a little more here. And let's go ahead, march in place, keeping our upper body upright. Bring that heel to our hand. If you can, it might not meet. You might just be down here. But just aim and see where you land. And we can stay down there, or we can add in wavy arms. Wearing this shirt makes me crazy. Like, just my armpits are all like chafed. I keep snagging my fingers in the pockets. Like, I love this shirt, but I hate wearing it. I think I might give it to a friend. Marching it forward and back. Now let's step together, step together, step together. There we go. Keeping the step together going, let's bring our arms into a right angle. So one goes up and one goes out, like I'm raising my hand in class or T-posing. This is it from the side. Still doing that step together. And in between, I like to bring them both out to the front. So I hope that that makes sense. Whew. All right, marching forward and back. Let's march to get our feet in under us. Because up next, y'all, we have kick to the front. There we go. It can just be a low kick. Lifting, engaging my core. And then we can stay here, or you can add where you're reaching for your foot. Watching some little birds hopping around in the yard. Keep going. March it out, y'all. Get some water. Woo-wee. That one's always quite a challenge to me, but I think that's a good thing. Let's keep that march going and swing our arms, standing where the fan can blow on me. Whew. I love getting that forward and back motion in. Let's come back to the center of our space, get our feet in under us, and we're gonna do that side leg lift. You can have your hands on your hips or hold on to something. You might just be down here. What's not important is how it looks on the outside. What is important is how it feels. So we want to be feeling that outer lower glute area. And we can keep this going. Let's get our arms up over our head and pull down. As that leg comes out, we pull down like we're on a lat pull down machine. I don't know when I would ever need to do these two movements at the same time in my day-to-day life, but here we are practicing. Probably when I'm hula hooping, honestly, who knows? I tried to do leg hooping the other day, like where I'm standing and have just one leg out with a hula hoop on it, and I cramped immediately in like 5 different places. So I still have a lot of work ahead of me. Let's march. Whew. I'm excited to be here. This is kicking my butt. Like, whew. That's okay though. We're getting through it, and we are pretty close to getting started on our cool down. So, and I'm refusing to let myself check my steps, because checking my steps is another thing where it's like, I know I have this expectation. I just don't know whether or not what it is, or whether or not I've met it until I check my numbers. Okay, let's come into, we're marching in place, lateral raise. There we go. Not quite full on just flapping our arms, but pretty close. And from here, you guys, we're gonna do that leg lift to the back. Whew. But checking my, like weighing myself or checking my steps is something that it's another one of those practicing mental resiliency that I'm not going to let it bum me out. I'm just going to observe without judgment how I'm feeling, you know, or if I feel nothing, I observe that as well. Let's add in a tricep extension with that kickback, because the number of steps that we got, even though this is a baby step to 10K a day, because the internet says I'm supposed to be getting 10,000 steps a day, minimum. And I'm like, okay, internet. Not hitting the numbers doesn't negate the value of what we have accomplished. So that's what I'm practicing in my mindset. Let's march. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I still want to check, but I'm not gonna until the end. Because you know what? That number doesn't really matter. We showed up and did this for dang near an hour. That's worth celebrating. Faux show. And that's the thing, is that I think I personally have difficulty balancing having a goal that I'd like to reach, but still celebrating whatever it is that I've accomplished, because the whole goal isn't that finish line necessarily. Like, it's there so that we know when we hit it, but the goal is to just keep making progress. And that's what I want to celebrate. Let's add in, with our march, some buzzsaw hands. And try to go as fast as you can while still having control over the movement. See, I started to lose control there. That's all right. Scratched myself with my fingernail, but that's all right. Okay, so from here we're gonna do, it's like a tightrope. So we're going to stand with our left leg grounded, and I'm gonna bring my right foot into the front and then back around to the back. And if we can, I'm gonna lift that from the ground. We can tap in the front, bring it around, tap in the back. Last one on each side. Bring it to center. Now we're gonna do that same thing. It's like we're standing on the tightrope with our right leg. And I'm gonna bring my left foot to the front, then drag that toe around to the back. You can have your hands wherever you need them. I like them on my hips or up to the sides. And you may just be right there dragging your toe. That's perfectly great. I'm gonna try bringing my foot up to see, just to observe, just to play. There we go. March. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's march again to get our feet in under us. And let's come step out, 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 and add in those half jack arms. You can stay here or you can join me with double arms. Still doing that. Step out. I feel this in my shoulder blades. Ugh. Sorry, the neckline touches my neck, which also makes me crazy. Especially when the microphone is just like tickling my esophagus from like on the outside. So, okay, let's come into a reach across, and let's go ahead and really start to bring that pace down. So as we come into this reach across, it's almost more of a stretch than a cardio movement. Like, think of like a kitty cat stretching in the sun. Let's reach both arms and reach both arms. There we go. Now let's come on into a reaching over and a reaching over. Oh, I love that. Just feeling whatever length we can find in the side of our body. For me, it's right through like my IT band, I guess, maybe is what that's called. But also, as I stretch, trying to make sure that I'm not clenching anywhere else or clenching my breath. There we are. Marching forward and back. And let's come now to the center of our space. I'm going to stand with like about just hip width apart on my feet. Inhaling, bringing my chest up. Let's do a forward fold. I'm sliding my hands down the front of my legs to provide support. I may just be up here, you guys. That's all right. Wherever you are, let's be there. Come up as you need to. I like to come up on my inhales just a bit. And exhale, deepen down. But you can withdraw from this stretch as you need to. Just remember to breathe. Inhale, and as I exhale, I roll it on back up. Oh my goodness. So let's step together. Oh, lightheaded. Woo! And I'm gonna go ahead and start making nice big arm circles. Remembering to breathe. Just letting our breath, every exhale is an opportunity to just let whatever tension we're feeling melt away. Change direction with our arms, keep that step together going. I do highly recommend doing a little bit more mobility work, or, ooh, y'all know what? Well, we're gonna finish this one. Keep those arm circles going and that step together. But yeah, definitely do more of a cool down. That's the juiciest, most fun part of the whole thing. But Yes to Next has some great cool downs. We also have our Year of Yoga. Go ahead and grab your nunchucks, just one of them. And I'm gonna show you from behind on this one. I like to hold on and just bring it around and grab onto one end of the nunchucks. And we're just gonna hold this stretch. If you don't have nunchucks, you could use like 2 long socks tied together. I like having something to hold on to though, other than just fabric, because it lets me know, it gives me a frame of comparison. So let's release that. And then with the other hand, just coming around, grabbing, and I've got an old injury in this shoulder, so I'm not surprised at all that I'm having difficulty. But that's okay. The obstacle is the opportunity to figure out how to make it work anyhow. And I do that by gently breathing, finding that edge of tension and breathing it out. We don't have to be the same on each side. And now you could use a long water bottle or something for this. I'm going to practice active bringing and passing something over my head and behind my back in this manner, trying to build that behind the back coordination. I love that my nunchucks are padded. And let's keep this going for one more round. And it does not have to be fast. We can be nice and deliberate. Oh, if I knew where my banana was, I'd be using my banana. My friend Michelle sent me this really great banana. That's perfect for doing this. It's all like squishy and stretchy. And we're just gonna keep this movement going. And I'm trying to build an active range of motion. And there we are. All right, you guys, that was our workout today. Oh, I pressed the button at some point. Well, I got 4,955 steps, you guys. So, or at least that's what it tracked. I don't know. I mean, but I put it on right before the workout anyway, so I'm pretty sure that that's accurate. Let me know if you tracked your steps, how many you got down in the comments. Ooh, today's question of the day is down in the comments as well. I'm gonna do a little bit of this stretch. Y'all feel free to join me with just some bonus stretching while we chit chat. But and those questions were things that just kind of helped me check in with myself. Some of the questions brought more out in me than others, and I'd love to hear if y'all have any questions or suggestions for questions of the day. So yeah, we'll hang out more down in the comments, you guys, but really well done today. Like, holy smokes, we'll see you again tomorrow for another day of baby steps on our way to 10K a day. Keep on keeping on, y'all. Mwah. Bye.